Now, on this channel, I talk a lot about building businesses, scaling businesses, and how effectively to build wealth the fastest way without any fake scams, courses, and things like that. However, for those people that are watching those videos, they most likely already have a decent sized budget to start with. So in today's video, I do want to help out those people that are first starting out as a brand new entrepreneur or are interested in starting a business online but really don't have any budget at all. And this video is really about building your first few $1,000s and eventually turning it into a business. So this video is all about how to effectively start at $0, meaning that you are completely dead broke, and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you have at least some sort of technology. Usually if you're watching this, you're probably on a phone or maybe public technology like at a library using a computer. Well, you have access to the internet, so that is going to help you a little bit. However, later inside this video, I don't recommend you, when you're starting at zero, to use the power of the internet to make money, because as I already told you, what is great about the internet is you need to use money to make more money. Otherwise, it's going to be a very slow and painful process. So let's talk about how you can build wealth starting from zero. Now, I do want to take a first step and give you some foundation. So starting at zero is very, very hard. And personally, I was starting at zero for the longest time possible. I wasted years looking through multiple how to make money quick YouTube videos, looking through Google, searching through Google, and scrolling through subreddits and forums looking for how to make money with $0. And in that time, I wasted a ton of time. And if I'm going to be as blunt as possible with you, there's really just no way to make money with $0. It is absolutely painfully slow if you are doing it that way. And most of the time, you don't have the relationships or you don't have the things that they teach to start from zero. So I'm going to give you really the basics and the easiest way that anybody can start from zero, and how to scale that eventually to starting a business and hopefully making six figures your first year inside of your business. It's kind of nearly impossible to start a business from zero. That is why I'm making this video for those people that are new entrepreneurs, new to business, or are very, very young and new to the game. I do want to save you a ton of time, maybe even weeks, months, and years worth of time by saying stop looking through YouTube on how to make money quick. There's channels on YouTube that are literally making a killing by making those simple videos that really do not work and waste your time. So I highly recommend you stop watching those videos and actually pay attention on how to build wealth the correct way. So here are 3 ways to effectively start from zero. Now, if you're in a country that this doesn't really suit you, I'll apologize, because my main audience is from the United States, and I try to make everything more feasible for anybody that are watching internationally. But if you can't follow everything exactly, then I do apologize, because I don't really have much experience outside the United States. It's sad to say that, but that's just the reality right now. So let's jump onto everything. So the very first way to build some capital from zero is the good old 9-to-5 job. What is great about a 9-to-5 job? It is very reliable, it is consistent income, and it can be boring or intimidating at the start if it's your very first job. However, in around 5 to 6 months time, depending on how much you are earning, you can hopefully launch your own business. Now, if you have expenses paid for, this will really slow it down. However, I do recommend you to save money up front before you pay off the expenses. So in that stage, you really need to just save as much money as possible, because you need to use that money to start up a business with the correct amount of funding. Now, once you are at that stage, you really do not want to be quitting your 9-to-5 job. What 9-to-5 jobs are good for are reliable and consistent monthly income, something that you really don't get with starting a business. Yes, you can get to that to a certain extent, but in relationship to that, a 9-to-5 job will always be way more reliable and consistent compared to running a business by yourself. That's just a reality, and you really need to accept that. With business, sometimes you will have negative months, very high months, and in between. So now let's jump on to the second way on how to build wealth. Alright, the second way to start from zero is to really essentially sell everything you have. Now, this is something that I really did not have much experience with. I really just did step number one. And step number one, which is working a good old 9-to-5 job, is what I recommend for most people. However, for this more eager entrepreneurs that want to build wealth and start from zero as fast as possible. And this is essentially selling everything you have. Now, I can guarantee you have at least 1, 2, or 3 items in your bedroom or somewhere that you just do not need or aren't using anymore. And that is potential to make money right there. You can essentially sell that for a little bit of capital, but you really don't expect much because they're usually secondhand items. Make sure if you want to sit around a little bit to get maximum dollars for your product. So after selling everything you have, this is essentially the part where you need to realize that flipping items can be one way to make an additional amount of money. So once you sell everything around the house, hopefully you should have a little bit of income to buy and sell products either from Goodwill stores or thrift stores or any place where you can get items for cheap and sell them locally for a profit. Now, this is very time consuming, and everything really at starting from zero is time consuming either way, so you might as well get used to it. At that point, you can also pick up a 9-to-5 job if you're willing to speed up the process, so you can have flipping product and then your 9-to-5 job where you just work normal hours. After your 9-to-5 job, you can meet up with people, flip the products for a profit, and you should be able to build from zero a little bit faster than the number 1 way. So number 2 is either selling everything that you own from your home or products that you just don't use anymore, and then getting a 9-to-5 job and then keep flipping on the side. That is another way to build from zero. Now, the third way to start from zero is probably the least recommended way. That's why it's at the end of this video. It is through online surveys, online jobs, online gigs, and things related to that. Now, this is a little bit hard because if you're new to online business, it can be a little bit hard to find which is effective for you. So this is really my least recommended one. If you can get a 9-to-5 job, if you can sell anything around your house and then also get a 9-to-5 job, that is my go-to. However, for those people that really cannot access a 9-to-5 job or really don't have anything to sell, then this is your only last resort, and it is to find online jobs, online gigs. You can work as a virtual assistant. Either you can be hired on sites like Fiverr, Upwork. You can do side gigs and surveys. It is very competitive now in 2021 and going forward. However, I still believe that if you really have nothing else to make money starting from zero, then you might as well give this your full amount of energy because you're starting from zero anyways. So Fiverr, Upwork, onlinejobs.ph if you're from the Philippines, and many Facebook groups will have business owners looking for virtual assistants to hire. In my opinion, you won't be earning as much as a 9-to-5 job, but it is really the only last resort you have to build from zero. And that's why it's on end of the list, because it is my least recommended way starting from zero. So I hope you found some value and you take action, because starting from zero is very difficult, and honestly I wasted a ton of time looking for ways to build money and build capital starting from zero. And really just these 3 ways of building from zero is my go-to and is what I recommend for you to do in 2021 and going forward. So if you found some value, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.